So now what happened? The author or the narrator, he in the bureau. Bureau means the desktop or table having drawer. In it he found what? An envelope, and in that envelope it was written to Connie McPherson and her address, and it was sent by Jim McPherson. So it was Jim McPherson letter to his wife Connie. So he was very curious to find that letter and he wanted to read it. But as you all know that it is not good, or it is not good, or we are taught that we should not look at others' things. He also knew it, and so he also hesitated to go through the letter. But his curiosity arose, and so he at last opened up and he began to read. And it was probably the last letter of Jim to his wife, because in the war he had died. Because nowhere in the chapter it is written that he ever returned back to home. So in that letter, Jim had written about an incident which is unusual, and he had written his experience there that the two parties, that is the English and the Germans soldiers, celebrated Christmas. Indeed, unusual, enemies celebrating festival together, but it happened. So what happened? On the eve of Christmas, the Germans, they were in their bunkers. There they used to hide, and from there keep and watch over the enemy soldiers. Then the English soldiers, they saw an unusual sight. A German soldier was coming with a white flag. A white flag in the war suggests toss. Toss means that no fight. We want to discuss, or we want peace. The soldiers in the English camp, they were unable to decide what to do. That is, they didn't expect such a thing to happen. So they didn't come out. They were watching. And Jim was also there, and he was very sorry, or he was feeling bad that why he is coming. But he kept on watching. And the other soldiers also said, we need not go out because it might be a trick, because many times the enemies used to play like these tricks, so they didn't go out. But gradually as he came nearer, they began to notice that he was unarmed, that he was not carrying any gun or anything. So now their soldiers also got up and they began to talk with him. And then the German soldier said that we want to celebrate Christmas with you, because Christmas is a religious festival, so we should celebrate together. So now Jim was very upset. He was upset not because they wanted to celebrate, but he was upset because this particular gesture means the step was not taken by their side. It was taken by the Germans. So he was sad. But he accepted it and all the soldiers went, and now slowly the German soldiers also began to come up, and all were unarmed. And then they began to shake with each other, handshake, and then wished each other Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. Now Jim also went forward, and being a captain, he also went to the German captain, and it was none other than Hans Wolf. So they began to talk, and in that conversation they became friendly, and now they began to celebrate, and they wanted to celebrate the festival by playing a friendly football match. So like that it happened, and then they began to play football.